Good morning. This is Lisa Music reporting for Redheaded, Blackbelt and KMA News. I am live here at the CHP Station in Redway, where there is a heavy law enforcement presence staging, including the Bearcat. This is behind the CHP Station. Multiple law enforcement vehicle, multiple law enforcement personnel. There's also a Fortuna police SUV cruiser, along with sheriff pickups and trailers staged here just off of Redwood Drive in Redway, near West Coast Road, which is the CHP Garberville headquarters. Redheaded Blackbelt was alerted this morning to this presence. At this time, we do not know what this is in relation to. We got multiple reports that this was happening. Redheaded Blackbelt editor Kim Kemp is reaching out to CHP and HCSO to determine what this is in relation to. It is unconfirmed. However, Fortuna Police, along with other allied agencies, do assist in the Humboldt County Drug Task Force. But again, that is unconfirmed at this time. The mood here is preparatory. People and personnel are standing around, talking, discussing. Looks like they are arming or loading vehicles here behind the CHP in Redway. Again, we have HCSO and Fortuna Police here. I did see a CAL FIRE vehicle out front of the CHP station, but at this time it is unknown if this is law enforcement activity per se, if this is some sort of training. However, we were alerted before 8 a.m. this morning that the Bearcat was on 101 headed south, as well as this law enforcement presence here at the CHP office in Redway. It does appear that there are unmarked vehicles staging, as well as marked vehicles. Again, for those of you just joining us, information is scarce. We have a confirmed law enforcement presence here at the Garberville or Redway CHP station, with at least one Fortuna police SUV, multiple sheriff's rigs, both trucks pulling trailers, as well as cruisers, unmarked vehicles, and the Bearcat. Kim Kemp of Redheaded Blackbelt has reached out to HCSO and CHP, hoping to obtain further information on exactly what this is. However, it does appear something is going down. I know that's not a ton of information, but we like to bring you the information that we have as it is happening. We have already had multiple reports and multiple questions about what is going on, as people driving 101 and people in the southern Humboldt area have seen law enforcement in this area and this staging action. And again, officers loading vehicles with weapons, tactical gear, unmarked cars, marked cars, Bearcat, sheriff trucks pulling trailers, and a Fortuna SUV police cruiser here in the parking lot of the CHP station. Whether or not that was a transport vehicle, we do know that the Humboldt County Drug Task Force does have members from multiple different law enforcement agencies across Humboldt County. So It is unconfirmed at that time if this is law enforcement, Humboldt County Drug Task Force related. We are reaching out to our partners in law enforcement to confirm that. As you can see, we have personnel installing, I believe it is a gun, on top of the Bearcat. I'm sure they do not drive with that. The personnel are assisting. And I believe that may be a Humboldt County Drug Task Force emblem on that officer's uniform. Again, at this time, it is unknown what is exactly precipitated this event and where these law enforcement individuals are headed. We have reached out to HCSO and CHP as they are staging at the CHP office in Redway. For those of you that don't know, the Bearcat is a tactical vehicle purchased by HCSO several years ago and is called in high-risk situations when they are going after a high-risk fugitive or in a situation where maybe a subject has barricaded themselves. Again, we do not have any information on what this law enforcement activity is in regard to. We have just been notified that this is happening and that they were staging here in Redway behind the CHP station, and multiple people saw them traversing down 101 from Eureka, congregating here. We got the call just before 8 a.m. this morning, and as you can see, the mood here is preparatory. There's probably around 15 to 20 law enforcement individuals here. Multiple cars, including undercover or unmarked vehicles, the Bearcat, sheriff vehicles, and one Fortuna police cruiser that I can see from my vantage point. For those of you just joining us, this is Lisa Music reporting for Redheaded, Blackbelt, and KMA News. We have a large law enforcement presence here in southern Humboldt, staging at the CHP Redway station. Multiple law enforcement agencies here with the Bearcat, along with unmarked and marked vehicles, law enforcement trucks and trailers. We have HCSO, Fortuna Police, staging behind the CHP station. Additionally, there was a CAL FIRE unit in front of the CHP station, but we do not know if that is attached to this preparation that appears to be going on as law enforcement prepare. And Kim Kemp, editor of Redheaded Blackbelt, is currently reaching out to CHP and HCSO to see if there's any information that they are able to provide us at this time. However, if this is an active law enforcement mission, then we will probably not hear until something has gone down, obviously for the safety of our local law enforcement agencies and to protect whatever investigation is occurring today. Again, we were contacted early this morning from people seeing a convoy of law enforcement coming south on Highway 101, as well as people driving past this area seeing multiple law enforcement officers staging here. And as you can see, law enforcement just appear to be preparing for whatever it is they have planned today. And going about that. And they may be preparing to shut that gate. Again, before we sign off, we do have multiple law enforcement agencies staging here at the CHP Station in Redway. Early this morning, Redheaded Blackbelt was notified of law enforcement, including the Bearcat, traveling south on Highway 101, as well as staging here. At this time, it is unknown exactly what is happening and what has brought these law enforcement officers together here. They are appearing to prepare for departure. Vehicles are beginning to start up. Law enforcement officers are entering their vehicles. Again, we have HCSO trucks, trailers, officers in the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office Bearcat, along with a Fortuna police cruiser in the parking lot of the CHP station. Exactly what is happening or what they have convened for is unknown at this time. And so we are reaching out to our partners and requesting additional information. As information becomes available, we will be updating you on Redheaded Blackbelt. You can find us at kimkemp.com. It does appear that they are backing that vehicle off, potentially to shut that gate. Again, we have law enforcement, various vehicles staged here at the CHP office in Redway, including the Bearcat. Officers from CHP, whether they're assisting in this operation or just facilitating a place. Humboldt County Sheriff's officers, the Bearcat, and the Fortuna police cruiser is here in the parking lot. We are reaching out to our partners at law enforcement requesting additional information. As that becomes available, we will let you know. Signing off for Redheaded, Blackbelt, and Cayman News, I'm Lisa Music.